Hey, this is my 2012 Gateway MA7 laptop. It's got an Intel Celeron M530 CPU clocked at 1.73 gigahertz. It had 1 gigabyte of DDR2 RAM till I upgraded it to 2 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM that I got from my old water damaged MacBook 4.1. It has a 15.4-inch 1280 by 800 resolution display, and it's using a Intel GMA 950 with 224 megabytes of VRAM. Now, I know the internet said these laptops were in production in 2012, but I know this has been around a lot longer than that. As you can see on the heat pipe, it says October 18th, 2007. So, unless they're using a really old heat pipe, this is a really old laptop. Now, let's get into the bread and butter. This laptop is my go-to for data logging and tuning my car. It runs ECM Link pretty well on Windows Vista, since ECM Link isn't too much of an application for most dated machines. The problem lies with the crappy 4800 milliamp hour battery that I can't order anywhere because it's either out of stock or you've ordered it and the truck crashed somewhere on the day of delivery and you end up with an email giving you a refund for the price of the battery. You can't tune a car when your laptop only runs a data logger for 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Look at that. Trash. Battery drains from a full charge to 3% in 2 minutes. It might have some issues that I don't know about, but I don't want to deal with it. Waste my time. Alright. This is my 2009 MacBook Pro that I've ordered on eBay for $200 shipped. And then I had to order a new MagSafe power adapter because it didn't come in the box. After that, I found it wasn't ready to be used because it had a user login and an admin password that I had to guess, because I couldn't get into contact with the seller afterwards. After a while of guessing passwords, I figured out it was 123, and then I proceeded to wipe the 160 gigabyte hard drive and load the most recently supported Mac OS, which is El Capitan. It's old. Works. During that time, I had to deal with a dead battery. Like really dead. It would not hold a charge at all. But thank Apple, because these batteries were a lot easier to find, and it took 3 days to get here with 1 day shipping. The battery was really easy to install. Came 4 little screwdrivers that allowed me to remove the 10 screws on the bottom panel and 2 screws holding in the battery. And with that finished, I get like 7 hours of battery life with the screen dim low. Oh, if you know, you know, I got a boost leak issue with the stock 2G blow-off valve. It's plastic, so I found the best and cheapest option would go with like a 1G blow-off valve and an adapter with a gasket for like $45. Now I'm not held back at 12 psi anymore. Since that's in the bag, I also filled up the transmission fluid because my shifts were getting really difficult and notchy. It's easy to fill, just squeeze the bottle till it starts coming out. Or until you run out. And I'm watching this now, and I forgot to go get more. So that's still on the bucket list. Oh, yeah. Camera overheated. Alright, back to the details. The first application I got downloaded on this MacBook Pro was ECM Link, and that's the reason I got this computer. After setting everything up, I found it works just as good, as the Windows version, but in reality I just wanted to turn the boost up. These are the boost control tables for the log. I have 100% duty cycle set for the low RPMs to try and spool the turbo a bit faster, and in third gear it's set a little lower as it gets closer to 4,000 RPMs because all gears spool differently from one to the next. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, the duty cycle's that high, it's going to build boost too fast and you're going to blow up your car. Well, yeah, you're right. What I didn't account for was the third gear DC map affects fourth and fifth gear. Of course I knew that. I wasn't thinking about it. It's just something you kind of know without worrying about it. And at the higher RPMs, you see it's set to 4.2. I just wanted to spool the turbo fast. Don't do that though. You use the first gear only option. Set your duty cycle all the way open so air can go through it, and then just increase the duty cycle 5 to 10% to see if you have control. And then once you dial on the boost, you can start worrying about your quick spool. Now, this is a log I made after I set those boost control settings. The red line's my RPM, the green's my throttle, and the green's my Omni 4-bar map sensor. Bear with me on the same colors. As at cruise control, I did a wide open pull and I hit 22.3 psi. It's nice. It's great. It's not great. No, it's terrible. I went way too high. My wideband doesn't even work. I only have 550cc injectors. I don't even know if they work or if they can handle that. It's only at 3,700 RPMs, but in fifth gear, like I said, I didn't know the boost control tables would handle fourth and fifth gear. In third gear, I just wasn't paying attention. The only thing I have to go off is the AF ratio est, and that's not even telling me anything. It's just what the ECU wants to see. But I didn't get any knocks, so it's better than nothing. I know I didn't hurt anything. This is a pull at the beginning, and I wasn't even paying attention. You could see that the wastegate duty cycle is still at like 75%, 80%, and it's hitting 20 psi because there's just the quick spool thing is stupid. I shouldn't have been messing with that. Now, after fixing a bunch of things, I did another log, and this is how it went. Let's see the changes. Come on now. Alright, so I pretty much changed everything. You can see right here, I got the same quick spool thing, still messing with that. Third gear quick spool has been lowered from 50% and 100% to 39.6, and everything else has been set to 10.4, so that's the only difference. It does spool up, goes to 12.6 to 12.9, okay. 12.9 psi, and then it tapers off from there, so that's a lot better. I'm much happier with that. Now, in the first pull, oh, I see. Camera overheated. Okay. So in this, around 3,700 RPMs, I'm getting an airflow of 12.3, and it's reading like 95 horsepower from the software. In the pull with the 22 psi, I'm getting an airflow of 23.8 and almost 100 more horsepower. Like, that's awesome, but I cannot handle that much boost with these injectors. I need to do the thing. I need 1,000cc, 1,200cc injectors, and E85. I'd be happy with that. But all right, that's the news for this. That's 10 minutes of me talking. Jesus. All right, let's get on to drag strip. Okay. So the staging lanes just ran, this is my first pass, I think, and I ran an 11:53 in the 8th mile at 49 miles an hour. So not bad. It could be better. And then I raced a Tesla. I got dominated. Got absolutely dominated. He ran like an 8 something. I think I ran another 11. Looks cool though. Now, this race was my first 10-second pass. And it's the 8th mile, so it's not that fast, but made the launch good, took off, raced with a dude with LEDs under his car. It's pretty fun. Dude was nice too. And I got the win. Next up, I raced a Mustang. I don't know if it was a V8 or a V6, but he beat me. Makes sense, right? And you know, a 1074 is not that bad. 60 foot is kind of trash, and I didn't have any mile an hour. But I am getting more consistent, and really happy with that. As you can hear, I have some traction issues in first. Or maybe that was second, but either way, he still beat me. Definitely slow. And then throughout the night, raced a little bit more. This is a homie's Cobalt SS. It's pretty cool. It's pretty quick too. I think it's pretty stock with the tune. He was definitely trying to blow up his clutch. And I'm out of footage for the rest of the night. You can see here I got an 11.3, 2.7, 60 foot, 65. I missed a gear. He said he missed a gear too. He was still around a 10.4. But he's got definitely got a better mile an hour than I do. And on this run, which is actually my last run of the night, it was my best run. I got a 2.5, 60 foot and a 10.3 at 72. So my everything went up or got better on that run, so I was really happy with it. Regardless, I'm out of footage for that night. I don't have any more videos of me running my car. So here's some drag racing from another night. I don't have a GoPro yet, but I plan to get one so I can record in-car footage. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you come back for more videos on my journey through this drag racing thing. It's fun. Thank you. Enjoy the next few minutes.
Out of Newcastle, Wyoming, he brought his 67 Ford F100 to the game right here in the power lane, going up against Kip Kine out of Gillette, Wyoming. Went way over the line. Which may or may not do up the tower. And just broke the drive line. Nope. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but I think that's it. That must be a whole bunch